show them to you because I can't really tell you. Oh yeah, I can. 2040 by 1152, so 1152p. It's if you need an idea. So just over 1080, and just under, for example, 1440, like in between. Kind of, it's based on a bunch of math stuff that I figured out, but it's not that crucial. It just streamlines like some of my hardware transfers on my bus at high speed. I think I'd explain it to you. It's not that crucial, but I am stepping it down to 766 or 768p, I believe. No, this one's 16 by 9 right now. Hell, you probably won't be able to see. Yeah, there it is, 16 by 9. Um, but see, I started it. The one that I made up, that I've got made up. Where did it go? I guess it just deleted that shit, didn't it? It usually stays on the bottom, whatever, it doesn't matter. So we put it down once, so we're not losing any information by going to native, right? We've created the largest that'll fit in the native without losing anything based on scale. That's what the number is, but you probably won't understand that. So it's streamlined, no matter which resolution I try to do that's below native, right? So any step up that I do is going to have more information on in the creation, for example, of the assets and the sizes and all that kind of good stuff, the textures and all that. I mean, it's about what's in the game. It's weird, but it doesn't matter. So I can go all the way down to 1600, but 1600 ain't in here unless you put it in a notepad to start from there, because for whatever reason, StarCitizen won't let you start at anything but 16 by 9. So that's where the game is. I think the menus and stuff, what you see here, like with console open, all that's done at 16 by 9. Now, whether or not the game inside, I don't know. It's complicated, but anyway, the point is, so we're at 1152p or whatever. We've got it shrunk or forced into 16 by 9, and then 16 by 9 is being scaled up FSR right now because I'm testing something, and you probably won't see it, but whatever. Up to 1800p, which is the step down from 1080p to 900p. So 1152 to 900, 900 brought to 18 would be double. It would essentially have enough information to fill in 2160. So we've got over buffered on the quality just slightly, no matter what, and still streamlined to some degree, no matter what resolution we decide to play in game. However, to play higher resolutions, we have to I mean, if we want to get any kind of frame rate, we have to still force the game to RSR from like 720p or 766p, or even we can do 16 by 9, but we can't start the game from there. So it makes picking it, as far as a difficult problem. You can't pick it in game if we don't start from there. So anyway, this will be just a short example of how well the game plays with for example, fluid frames on, um, if you have two of the same card that are about this age with fluid frames on. In fact, you probably do a lot better. This is with fluid frames off and using lossless scaling on the second card. So you might even get better results, but the difference, the only thing is that I can prove that if you make the display in here an adrenaline on the wrong one, for the card that is doing the frame generation, which should be this one, that's also doing the recording, as soon as you get into your cockpit, you'll lose all your frames and it'll get ridiculous. I don't know why that is, but anyway, so we're only getting 36 from the server, 33 is what the server's doing. We're getting like 40 from the game engine, and we're getting 75 from two cards that are supposed to be able to run it. Supposed to be able to run this game at 720p by itself, and we're generating the frames on a different card with afmf off. So if afmf is off, I can run this on one card. Then anything you see in this graph ought to be halved or doubled to some degree, although that doesn't, once you're talking about afmf on, how are they? I've got two ways to run the game, whereas if you have Sly connected inside of there, you don't have two ways to run the game, because they would be both using the DGPU for the same thing, right? Yeah. Whereas if Windows is deciding, see, this is where there's somebody has been trying to like control or manipulate how this hardware is used. I don't know who it is, but whatever. Let's go play. Let me put that rant up and then we'll go play, because somebody might not want to hear all that.